Welcome to Cooking with Andrea. Today we're going to be making chicken cordon bleu. Yum! I love chicken cordon bleu. It was kind of funny. I never had this dish until I was about, I want to say 20, 25. And then I went to a restaurant and had a chicken cordon bleu. And it was absolutely excellent. So after that day, I was totally sold. So I have 2 cups of Progresso breadcrumbs. I have a half a cup of just plain panko. Just going to give them a mix them together. I have a lot of mess on my counter. You know me, a mess. I don't like mess on my counter. So what I'm going to do is try and get this mess off my counter as soon as possible. So I have a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, any kind, because it's going to be my topping, or my cordon bleu, my breadcrumb topping. Then I have half a teaspoon of thyme. I have a half a teaspoon of regular black pepper. So there's my thyme, my black pepper, and I have 1 teaspoon of celery salt and 1 teaspoon of garlic. So we're going to put all these wonderful seasons. I'm just going to dump them all in, scrape them all off, and then we're going to get to mixing. Okay, let's just get all these seasons incorporated. You know me, season, season, season. It's flavor. It's going to make your dish delicious. Got a piece of big Parmesan chunk. Just go in and smash them with your fingers. Here's another one. Because boy, that Parmesan is just delicious. It just adds something to my breadcrumb mixture. Okay, so I'm going to push all this back over here so that we can get in here and see what we're doing. Okay, so breadcrumb mixture is all incorporated. Everything looks fantastic. We're good to go there. Put this over here. Okay, ham. Ham is what you prefer it to be honest. You know, I have good hams. I have cheap hams. I have ham that has flavor that me and my family like. I'm more into flavor than actually sometimes really what it cost, you know. So I'm going to tell you, this ham for chicken cordon bleu is a very good one. Nothing is cheap anymore. Everything is expensive. Honestly, if I could have gotten grandma's real thin sliced Kreshmeyer ham, I would have bought it, but I couldn't. Deli was more expensive this week than my Land of Lakes. But I like this ham. So I say use this ham, and it's actually a pretty darn decent price. You know, another ham I like too is I like Farmer John. But Farmer John is too thick for me in my cordon bleu because I like my cordon bleu a little thin versus thicker. Like my chicken breast, it's filleted in half or cut in half or flayed in half or butterflied, I should say, actually butterflied. Then I'm going to lay my ham in here, but I actually pound my chicken if it's too thick on one side because I like my chicken really uniformed. So I've got my 2 pieces of ham per my slice of chicken. I have 2 eggs. I'm just going to beat them up real fast. This is what I'm going to submerge our cordon bleus in when I go to get them ready to bread. I'll go here in my breading. I'll give this another mix in a minute. So I have 5 pieces of chicken today. I already cut them, so I didn't have to handle a whole lot on camera with you guys and waste the time doing that. So they're all ready to go. Now my cheese I'm using changes. Sometimes it depends on how I feel. A lot of times I'll do a little bit of a mozzarella, but then sometimes I will change my cheeses. Like today I'm using Manchego. Manchego is absolutely excellent in chicken cordon bleu. It's got a dry, but it's just a wonderful aged cheese. And it's, like I said, from Spain. So it's called Manchego. And it is absolutely delicious. We eat this a lot for lunch and stuff like that. We have slices of cheese and some fruit. And then here's my mozzarella. I went ahead and I grated it because what I'm going to do is when I go to do my chicken cordon bleu, I'm going to put some mozzarella, some ham, and some manchego. So those are my two cheeses I'm using today. Then with our dish, we're going to have a little bit of steamed broccoli today. So we're going to have chicken cordon bleu, broccoli, and then beautiful potatoes. I went ahead and baked my potatoes already in the oven. I love baked potatoes in the oven because you just put a couple knife marks in them and they cook so beautifully, and you put a little bit of salt and pepper on them and let them cook for almost an hour. Absolutely delicious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this mess cleaned up here, and then we're going to come back and we're going to roll our chicken cordon bleu and pop them in the oven. Okay, welcome back. I went ahead and I rolled two because I want to put two in the oven right now, and it'll take between 20 and 25 minutes to cook. And I'm going to put them, oven's been heating on 400, and I'm going to cook them on 400. Like I said, 20 to 25 minutes. But me and you are going to roll here because we are actually having these for dinner. So I need 3 for dinner. So I'm going to roll the other 2, but I'm going to put these in so that we can taste these as soon as they're done. So here we go. I'm going to put the timer on. 20 minutes. Start. Okay, so now we're going to get to rolling. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take this one off. And I'm going to start. So I'm going to put mozzarella on the bottom here. It's really easy. I'm going to take 2 pieces of ham. And then what I'm going to do is take a little bit more mozzarella. I like mine a little cheesy. And I'm going to take 3 pieces of manchego. And just put them on. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is just roll it over. Now if I have one side that's bigger than the other side, I will kind of tuck and roll. But otherwise, don't worry about it. A lot of people just simply fold theirs over. You can do that too if you have bigger pieces of chicken, but like I said, I don't like thick chicken for cordon bleu. There's times when I like thick chicken, and there's times when I don't. But that's also why I use 2 pieces of ham, because I want to guard my chicken inside. I want it to come out juicy. I don't want it to become dried out. That's why I like my chicken thin. So there you go. It's just a nice little package here. It's a nice little roll. We're going to do it on the next one. And remember, it's still chicken cordon bleu. It does not have to be overpowered by ham and cheese. It's just it's just complementing all the other flavors. So put your mozzarella down, take your ham, and I let my ham stick over just a little bit because I want to catch some of the cheese. The breadcrumbs will catch some of the cheese too. And remember, nothing is perfect, but what you want is delicious. We have lots of flavor from all our little seasonings, and it's going to taste delicious. Now this is a little bit of a thicker piece of chicken. So what I'm going to do is just roll it together like this. That's why I have my toothpicks. 3-4 toothpicks in. And I'll tell you something. You'll get better with your toothpicks as you do it. But chicken cordon bleu, in my opinion, is not something you make all the time. I don't know why I don't make this all the time. It is absolutely delicious. And it is easy. And it's pretty inexpensive. You get your chicken for a good price, you've got a good meal here. And it's different than just regular baked chicken or fried chicken especially. Everything we're making tonight is baked. Our baked potatoes are baked in the oven. Our broccoli is steamed. Our chicken cordon bleu is baked. It's a good meal. So here we go. Looks perfect just like that. And don't worry if it opens a little bit. Chicken does split. That's why you put your little piece of ham in there. And then I knew this piece of chicken was going to be this way. That's why I used it. And that's why I rolled this one. The other ones were much easier to roll than this one. But there is no perfect chicken in a bag. Sometimes people will ask me, oh my God, it didn't roll right. It wasn't right. Sure it is right. How did it taste? It's fine. So I'm giving a wash over here because I got chicken on my hands. Put my hands in bleach water. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to mix my egg just a little bit. And I made 5 pieces of chicken. And you know, guys, I always tell you start out with 2 eggs first because I don't want anybody to waste their money. Eggs are expensive. Good Lord, you know, things are expensive. So I don't want you wasting all your money. So that's why I say you start out with 2 eggs. You can always add eggs in a few minutes to the dish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one right here. This one has been sitting the longest, so I want to get it up and out from its sitting because, you know, when chicken sits, you know, it just kind of adheres to the bottom of the pan. So all I do is put it in. I usually put toothpick side up first. That way I see what's going on. I'm going to give my breadcrumbs another mix. I'm going to take it out. And I am going to just let the egg drip. It dripped enough. All I'm going to do is put breadcrumbs over them. Little messy, but flavors are well worth it. Plus, like I say, can't eat baked chicken all the time. I can't just eat fried chicken. I got to put a twist on my food. You know, you just have to broaden your horizons. Like I said, I was like in my mid to late 20s when I first discovered this dish and went, wow, where was I all this time not trying this? This is a good dish. My husband jokes me. He says that I need to take stock in the chicken company because we eat so much chicken. I think he's right. This is one more fabulous way to try your chicken. Look at that. That looks absolutely beautiful. Now, the reason I'm placing them here is, like I said, this is our dinner tonight, and it is still the afternoon, so I'm going to go ahead and cover these and put them in the refrigerator, and I'm going to bake ours later. But I wanted to show you how nice they come out, what a good dish it is. And just mix your egg mixture just like that, drain it, and I use my hands for everything. 2 reasons with chicken cordon bleu. When chicken has been out of the fridge for a few minutes and it gets warm, you know, it just will not adhere as well. It's better to work with chicken real fast, get it done, get it setting in the refrigerator, get it in the freezer. Wanted to explain something else too. You know, you could do these chicken cordon bleus just like this. If you took the time to do the prep work today, you could put these in your freezer, especially if you have your vacuum sealer like me and the ladies have been talking about, my YouTube ladies, and you would have a dinner for this week during the week. We all work 40 plus hours. So I've showed you how to do this. I'm not going to waste any more of your time on camera. We're going to wait for the 20 minutes up, and then we're going to come back and we're going to have a taste test. Welcome back. We're done. I kept mine in for 30 minutes actually. So we're going to do a test and see what it looks like. Perfect. Perfectly done. So it takes a good 30 minutes. You know, I always check. Oh yeah, look at that. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Let me turn it around. This is the way it actually should look. That's perfect done. You could see the ham. You could see the cheese. It's all bubbling. That means there's perfect amount in there. You don't want too much, because if you have too much, then it's too ham tasting. The chicken gets lost. If it is too, the cheese doesn't really matter. You could have a lot of cheese in there and it wouldn't really mess anything up. But it's more the ham, because you don't want to take away from the flavor. So I'm going to take a bite right now, because this is my beautiful plate that I'm going to take a picture with. So I want to try this. Absolutely excellent. Fantastic. 2 pieces of ham is great. The chicken is done perfect. The color. Our breading is crispy. Only thing else I was going to tell you is I put a little bit of canola oil, just a little tiny bit, like about a tablespoon in the bottom of my pan. And my crust is still perfect. Look at how crunchy it is to stab it. It's perfect. Just a little bit of oil. Some people will put butter on top of the breadcrumbs, but I don't want my breadcrumbs done anymore. I feel it has perfect crunch. Any crunchier, not sure what I'm eating. If you like the content, if you would please like, share, and subscribe, I'd be most grateful. Hey, I have some new subscribers out there now. Thank you all very much. I appreciate you all. All the other people have been supporting me for months and a couple years now. I appreciate you all. Thank you, and I hope you all have a blessed week. Thank you.